was like, you want to do a gig tomorrow? I was like, all right, fuck it.
Happy surprise, nothing but Thieves. Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole. Please take me back to, I think, 2-3 days ago. What happened?
Well,
you got a phone call or something?
Yeah. Who got the first call? Actually, I don't even know.
Well, we got a collective message in our group chat from our managers, and it was essentially something that Joe was making dinner, pasta, I believe.
Was it good?
I don't remember. We were so busy that night that
didn't get to enjoy it. I was buying ingredients for dinner. I was in a supermarket, and I think Connor was out for a few drinks with a friend, and we got this message and explaining, that Sam Fender was unable to do a few gigs because he's feeling under the weather, and they were looking for someone to kind of fill in and take the slot. And this year for us is primarily a year of not touring. We said to ourselves we're going to take a break.
And cooking.
Yeah, lots of cooking.
Mostly doing groceries.
And just trying to source the best kind of organic ingredients you can. And we were willing to maybe put that on the side for a weekend and come and play these gigs. So yesterday we were in Rockwerchter in Belgium, and today we're trying to not get seasick on this slightly moving makeshift.
Yeah, we should mention it. This floating cocktail bar situation thing. But what happened in the group chat? Like, I can imagine if you're having drinks and get this message like...
Well, I didn't reply for 2.5 hours.
Were you like, it's my weekend off?
Yeah, no, I was in Chinatown with my mate, and I'd never checked my phone with my friend. So 2 hours later, Dom's like, this is really urgent, call me back. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, you want to do a gig tomorrow? I was like, all right, fuck it.
Firstly they asked us, and this was at 8 p.m. I think on the Friday, and we were playing yesterday at 8 p.m, whatever it was, 9 p.m. And I think we both went, well, that's impossible, that's not working. And then about 2 minutes later, we both went on the group, well, maybe. What's the fee?
Yeah. Basically.
No, but it really helped that it's the Netherlands and it's Belgium,
it's
right?
great.
Can we...
It's just,
exactly.
we have been watching, so we all the festivals, Glastonbury and loads of other things, and bands that we know come back, and we've been kind of just saying to each other, kind of feel like we're missing out a little bit. So when this came through, it just was like a great excuse to come back and do it.
Well, yeah, we get massive FOMO for gigs. We've been going to gigs with each other just for fun, and every time.
What was the last gig you've been to together?
Wonder Horse.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ali Pali.
Yeah, it's great.
How
really
was
good.
it?
Yeah, wicked.
We love that band. Yeah, really good.
But yeah, it gives you that FOMO. So when we got the call for this, I think when you called me, you expected me to be like, no, I want to be at home. I was like, come on, let's go.
When you didn't answer for 2 hours, I was like, he's ignoring us.
Yeah, this is fucking funny. We're not supposed to be here, but we're here. What the actual fuck? We can't escape you guys. Or you can't escape us. Especially on your radio stations, I hear. It's fucking annoying. How you feeling? We've been at home, doing our thing, working on new music. And also sitting on the couch and eating cream cakes and cups of tea. So.
It's brilliant to have you back at Down the Rabbit Hole Festival. Last time was 2016. A lot has changed here on the festival side in terms of
it's amazing.
Bigger tents, more people, but we're still at this beautiful lake. I heard that artists can get on a speedboat as well. Are you planning to have some fun afterwards, or does it feel like, okay, we need to prepare a show super fast and then just see what happens? What's the vibe right now?
Oh no, we've got no time. We need to eat, prep.
We also had a lot of technical issues yesterday. So we have, because our gear went from being in the lockup, from not being touched since our European tour in February.
All dusty and stuff.
Collecting dust. And we were in India very briefly as well. So it's been flown around, flung about. So then it went straight onto stage in front of 70,000 people yesterday without being tested or checked or anything like that. And there were, lo and behold, issues. So nothing that was a showstopper, but things that we can iron out. So there's a little bit of work to do, but we know we've got the guys on it, and they're great, so our crew will take care of it.
We love Sam Fender, we wish him well.
But I heard there was a kind of moment, Sam Fender chanting with the audience or singing along yesterday as well, right? Can you explain what happened? I wasn't there.
Yeah, we attempted to just play a little bit of
Dom
Sam's.
played the riff, and I thought it would be a good idea to make them sing that little bit impromptu style, and then realised that I didn't know it. So I was singing it wrong, so I just let them sing it. And then
luckily
that was the moment
knew
they knew it. So.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, obviously it sucks that he's suffering.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But how did you feel afterwards the gig? Like, were you extremely energized by having, happening so much in just 2-3 days?
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely nervous before. We rarely get nervous now, but that's, I think, a product of being quite rehearsed, and normally we're coming off the back of other festivals and it's a pretty well-oiled machine. But to come from home where you haven't been playing gigs to that is definitely a shock to the system. So I think that the fact that we got through it and it looked like everyone loved it, we were super relieved. So we had a couple of cold beers and just were like, I'm not glad it's done, but like glad we did a good job of it, basically. We were very, very happy.
It was great, yeah, it was really fun.
I didn't want to leave the stage, actually.
It was really good.
Huge cheers and applause, and we didn't know how it was going to go. So to get that reaction, we kind of missed that rush that you get.
Yeah.
It made us very buzzing and a bit more comfortable for tonight as well, because we just did.
Yeah, we've been describing last night as like the rehearsal for tonight, but just a rehearsal in front of 70,000 people. Yeah. I prefer a private rehearsal, I think.
Yeah. But that's interesting what you mentioned, like getting kind of addicted to the rush and having a festival summer off, and you were talking about watching Glastonbury as well and feeling some kind of FOMO. It's interesting for you as a person and an artist to know what or where the limits are, right?
For sure.
What's a kind of healthy situation?
Like, we still, this year is really good for us. We actively have planned to be at home and to live a year of a more normal lifestyle, and we're really, really enjoying it, But also, playing live is in our lifeblood, really. It's kind of who we are and what makes us some of the happiest moments in our career. So it's hard to not get FOMO when you see a band that you like. We're watching them and you're like, oh shit, I want to do that. Yeah. But no, generally we've got a good grasp on when we need the breaks, when the time off. This is our first real year off, quote unquote, that we've ever had, and it's great. We're enjoying it. Yeah, it's needed.
And in terms of being together as a band, being together as friends, how do you do that when you're not playing? Do you plan to go do sports together, to the pub together, or maybe just texting in the group chat to keep in touch?
A bit of everything, really. We, we're all very close, so we go and visit Phil a lot in his home. he's not in a home. He's not an old person.
Not long. Not long now.
But at his new home. We catch up all the time. We grab beers with the crew. We had our band drinks, or was it a work drinks recently, and that was great.
Work drinks.
Yeah. We love hanging out with each other. We'll always do bits and bobs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And in terms of people are gonna ask you this, new music, new things.
We're working on stuff. I mean, that is the main point of this year. I think we took like a month to fall back into the rhythm of writing and remember what that's like. We haven't written really a song since 2020 or something.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Luckily, I think it felt like it was pretty quick to get back into it. We've got a studio in London. We go to a few days a week, and I just playing it as it comes, really.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here, and thank you so much for making some time. Much appreciated, and looking forward to tonight.
Yes, us too.
Exciting.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.